So I'm out here in Lake Odessa today, and I'm preaching Ryan's story to everybody and anybody who will listen to me today. And I run into a lady at the gas station who happens to know the situation and heard about it. What she didn't hear was the man that was killed by my brother. He only served 5 years in prison for molesting his grandson. And she happens to tell me a story about a man that sat 4 years for raping a little girl while another little girl watched. Now, it's sickening, I know. It makes you sick to hear something like that. So what makes me sick is the fact that they're giving these men second chances to come out here into society and do it again, but yet Ryan is sitting in prison for a mistake that he had made when he was 22 years old with no prior convictions on his record. He wasn't a threat. He wasn't a menace to society. He was a young kid with a rough past that made a mistake. And he's going to set his life in prison when we got men out here hurting and killing our children that do, 4 years? 5 years? And they come out and they do it again? So they sit a couple months in county, get back out, do the same thing over and over and over again, and we just let them do it until finally somebody steps up and puts them away? But then we have my brother who's sitting in prison for 27 to 52 years. Now tell me how that's fair. Tell me how that's justice is what I want to know. My brother Vince, he's sitting in prison right now too. He's sitting in prison for 4 years. He went down when he was 20 years old. Now my thing about it is they keep letting the prison system raise these men. I should say these boys into men. Okay? Because the rate that these kids go into prison is between the ages of 18 and 22. There's so many of them. And instead of giving them a second chance and getting them corrected and help, they just throw them in the prisons. Now, Vincent, when he went in, he had no prior convictions. He was a good boy. Everybody knew him in the community. He fought for what he loved, and he was a good dad, and he was loved by a lot of people. And he was thrown into the prison system. Not only was he thrown into the prison system because of his crime, he was put in a high security level prison. Okay, now the thing about that really makes me mad is he has no prior convictions. He's not a threat to anybody. He's not a threat. So they throw him in with these men that have been in prison for years that actually rape women and kill them and children and all these bad people. Because that's what prison's for, is the bad people. So they throw this young kid in here. What do they expect him to do? What's going to happen when he's thrown in to this prison and doesn't have no background of being a criminal? They're going to punk him. They're going to bully him. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And it turns these kids into monsters. Now, some of them change their ways. Vincent, he's doing great. He's doing amazing. He ain't letting nobody break him because he's strong, because he's got a good family background, because he's got a mindset. Ryan, okay, he has been doing phenomenal. His mother puts out on Facebook all the time that even the guards say he does not need to be here with us. He has served his time. He's changed his ways. Okay, that's the guards, the warden, the people there that are just pretty much keeping him there because they have to, because they don't have a choice. And that's not how the system should work. They're letting these men get away that deserve to be there, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we live in a society like this where men that rape little kids, molest little kids, are walking away, and they got men in prisons that don't even need to be there. You're spending almost $32,000 a year per inmate, and that's us. That's taxpayers. That's people who pay in their damn taxes. You guys are worried about people on food stamps, and we're supporting inmates that shouldn't even be there. Something needs to be done about this, and I am not going to stop. I will call everybody that I have to call. I will take a stand every day until something's done about this. Ryan needs to come home. It's time for him to be home. He's done 15 years. He's served his time. He's paid his debt to society. It's time to let him come home. This is the first video of mine you're watching. My name is Jaylee King. I started a Twitter page for my brother. You can find it. It's Ryan Ray Parrish, Parrish. Hashtag bring Ryan home. I really hope that we can do something about this. There's a petition that's been started. You can sign it. My name's Jaylee Mose on Facebook. You can send me a message. You can write letters. There's lots of things we can do if we come together and do it. We just have to do just that. Come together. Work together. We can set a man free that hasn't had his freedom in 15 years. That was a kid that made a mistake. So I'm asking you to do just that. Take some time out of your day. Take 5 minutes. Sign my petition. Send me a message. Share my video. Hit the share button. That's all you got to do. I just want it out there that I'm trying to bring my brother home. And I need help doing that. So share my video. Use my hashtag. Follow me on Twitter. Whatever you got to do. I'm ready for him to come home. And so is his family. Have a good day, guys.